Mizrahi Iraqi Jews are from Hababu J, 2 Sephardic Moroccans, 1 Sephardic Turk, and 1 Mizrahi Yemenite. And this woman of Bani that I tested, she matches with these people.
En we zien dat deze groep J, dat zie je terugkomen in Irak, bij de Marokkaanse Joden, bij de Turks, bij de Jemenitische. En de vrouw waar je het over had, die komt daar dus ook.
So all of this means is that that all of these women who are matching each other, they have a common maternal ancestor at the HVR2 level, meaning in the last 700 years.
Het is interessant dus om te zien dat al die vrouwen, dat die dus in de afgelopen 700 jaar met elkaar dus een gedeelde voorouder hebben.
It's not so difficult to understand because if we have a mother, she has many daughters. One daughter goes to Spain, the other one stays in the Middle East, the other one goes to Central Asia, the other one maybe stops practicing Judaism and becomes Christian or Muslim or whatever. And then the DNA, centuries later, we see all these matches.
En dat is natuurlijk ook niet zo heel lastig, want een moeder krijgt verschillende dochters. En de een die vertrekt uiteindelijk naar Spanje, naar het Midden-Oosten. En die krijgen natuurlijk ook weer kinderen en zo wordt het DNA continu voortgezet.
Consanguinity, meaning inbreeding, marriages amongst themselves. In the results that I got from all this DNA is that 70% of the Banilejos population that I studied descend from 6 matriarchs, 6 women.
And how many percent?
70%.
70% komen dus van de Bani-gemeenschap, hebben dus een overeenkomst met elkaar. Dat komt natuurlijk door wat we noemen intilt.
In conclusion, with this study of the genetics, the lineages that stood out were JH, L1B, and L3, E2B. And these are found amongst Near and Middle Eastern ancestries. And the putative founding lineages are J and H, which are found in all of the Jewish populations around the world, excluding Ethiopia and some of the Indian Jewish population. But in all of the diaspora, we will find J and H, and we find those 2 in Bani.
En de groepen die er echt uitgesprongen waren, JHL, die net langs zijn gekomen. En die hebben dan vervolgens de overeenkomst met wat ook in het Joodse volk veel voorkomt, J en H.
And what's interesting about J and H, J and H, the Druses, the Palestinian Arabs, and the Bedouins in Israel also are on those groups. So that means that we're cousins as well.
En dat blijkt dus ook dat ook voorkomt onder de
surprise. That's a surprise. It's not a surprise. That's right. It's not a surprise. We have a common ancestry.
Yeah. I'm going to go back to England and tell Corbyn.
Yeah.
Go tell him.
In 2011. Now we're getting to the end. We're one slide away from the end. In 2011, in July, in Arusha News, when I saw this, I said, wow, this is amazing. Rabbi Nissim Karelitz from Bnei Barak tribune in Israel, he issued a Pesak Halacha, which is a judgment of law, for the Chuetas of Mallorca.
In 2011 is er een halagische regeling van kracht. Vanuit voor
Chuetas, de Joden van Mallorca.
Joden van Mallorca.
Yeah. And what he said is that they are to be considered halachically Jews without the need of conversion.
En de regeling is dat zij gezien moeten worden als halachisch Joods.
And the question is why? What he says is most of them marry among themselves. Key word, most.
En de reden waarom ze dus halachisch Joods moeten worden is wat wordt gezegd, beschouwd. Dat de meeste van hun in de familie zijn.
In Jewish law, this is called the law of the majority. We incline to the majority. So here, most. It didn't say all, it said most.
En in Joodse wetgeving gaat het over het merendeel van de mensen, dus het gaat hier om de meeste van hen.
The Chuetas, they descend from 15 families that have married amongst themselves since 1391. And the old Christians, they now want to marry with the new Christians. So we're talking about thousands, in the 10,000s of people today who descend from those 15 families in Mallorca, and they are declared by this rabbi halachic Jews based on the law of majority.
En het is natuurlijk een flinke uitspraak, want die 15 families in Mallorca, die hebben natuurlijk duizenden nakomelingen, die dus allemaal halachisch Joods beschouwd worden.
So Victor Turner, the anthropologist, says liminal identities are neither here nor there. They are betwixt and between the positions assigned and arrayed by law, custom, convention, and ceremonial. As such, their ambiguous and indeterminate attributes are expressed by a rich variety of symbols in the many societies that ritualize social and cultural transitions. So these people are in a transition neither here nor there. And what I say from Bani is that in the case of Banilejos, this transition between Christian and Jew or Jew and Christian is something that has become a permanent condition.
In het hoofdstukje wordt aangegeven dat, hoe vertaal je dat in de TIS? Wil je het vertalen? Het eerste...
Liminal, dus grensidentiteiten.
Oké, dat dat eigenlijk niet zo zwart-wit is, dat er heel veel tussen in feite zit. En ook geeft hij daar ook te bevestigen.
So now that you have heard the testimony of the Banilejos, are they Jews?
En dan nu de vraag, nu je dit allemaal hebt gehoord, het gaat om de gemeenschap in Bani, zijn die dan Joods?
But do they practice Judaism? Does it matter?
What is Judaism? If you read the book, you will see the customs and the sources of Jewish law and everything that they do. Thank you. Questions?
Vervangingstheologie is simpeler.
But the replacement theology is simpler.
Yes,
Clear to me so we would understand why you only interviewed the women, since every man and woman inherits the X chromosome from the mother. You could have also interviewed the man. So I don't know.
The reason why I interview the woman is because in Jewish law, identity is passed through the woman. And I look specifically for customs that women will teach their daughters. So, and these customs are very identifiable in Jewish law. So I wanted to, because a man can oftentimes marry outside of his clan, but the woman doesn't. She's married to a cousin. So that's why I chose the woman.
Er werd toch nog even gevraagd naar waarom dan specifiek de vrouwen. En mannen zijn nog wel eens geneigd om te trouwen buiten hun clan, een gemeenschap. En vrouwen doen dat over het algemeen niet. Daarnaast het Joodse zijn natuurlijk dat het goed doorgeven. In
this research I showed that customs, genetics, genealogy, and family history, all of this together are ways they're all related to each other, and there are ways in order for us to be able to identify who is a Jew.
En hij wil eigenlijk hiermee aantonen dat er dus meerdere manieren zijn om iemand aan te tonen, dat iemand Joods is, DNA, maar ook gebruiken en een totaal beeld geven.
This was my master's thesis, and I defended it with outstanding points. So
I still have questions though.
yes, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because we saw these sheets with the DNA research, and you can see the matrilineal lines, lineage, that's around years. But if I'm correct, it's not 100% clear chazaka, like 100% clear argument yes, this person is Jewish.
Right.
It only makes it more likely.
Yes.
Yeah, correct?
Yes. As a genetic study alone, if we look at it at an individual, we cannot say, oh, this person is a Jew based upon the DNA. But if we look at the population, this is why I did the control to compare. If you look at when we do what we call genomics, population genetics, we can then look at an entire population compared to its host, and then see how these people who have these customs and have these genealogies, how they're related to each other genetically. And in that case, then we can establish, according to Jewish law, what's called the Rov, the law of the majority. That's why the last slide with Rabbi Karlitz's ruling, which is based on law, is crucial because it's based on the concept of the law of the majority. Yeah. So even though scientifically it's not 100%, majority is not 100%. That would be all. Majority is 50% plus 1. That's majority.
Is there any opposition?
Translation first.
Ja, je kan beter.
Mijn vraag was dus, als ik dat DNA-onderzoek een beetje goed begrepen heb, kun je niet van het DNA-onderzoek alleen zeggen dat er 100% zeker is dat